There we go. I was only streaming to Twitch to begin with, so I apologize for that. The coder's not overloaded. Let me try that one. All right. So, and Raw Insanity, thank you for resubbing, my dude. I'm hitting a bit of a... Yeah, I know, right? That's why I was like, I gotta get something back here. I'm hitting a bit of a road bump. A road block. Speed bump. A bump in the road. My warrior is starting to stall. And it's because my single target damage is very subpar. Now, today, I made a monk just to kind of see what it was like. Pretty cool. Or I could play ranger. I don't know which one I want to do today. So I was thinking maybe I could build out a build for ranger, talk a little bit about it. It's good as I fear. How you doing, man? And people can get like a sense for how building works. That's a horrible sentence. So let's go over here. Path of Exile 2. Dude, Ranger is so fun. So I think I'll make a Ranger. I think I'll play my Ranger. Let's go to Build Planner. Do this, and let's do and I personally, I wanted to do a Ranger Deadeye. The Monk is also really fun too, though. So it's like, I either want to make a Frost Monk and make it a Sub-Zero build, or we work on a Ranger and do like a Lightning build. What do you guys thinking? What are you guys feeling? What do these patch notes do? So, passive block chance now applies to blockable hits from all directions. Good. Player size is now set to 0 units. Some small monsters can now be pushed. Fireballs from items. Trigger gems energy gain. I don't know these things, so this doesn't affect me. You know what I mean? It's like, if something changes you don't interact with, then who cares? Because you'll never understand you'll never have context. Poison Burst Arrow and Stormcolor Arrow. Yeah, dude, yes, Mary, yes, absolutely. Bug fixes. People said that some stuff kind of changed though. Something with Cold Sorceress got nerfed. So you guys tell me what you would like me to do right now. Am I building out a Ranger build? Or am I building out a Monk build? So it's either going to be Ranger, Lightning, Poison, or it's going to be frozen monk build, like a Sub-Zero build. So basically Raiden for a Ranger or Sub-Zero for a Monk. I'd go Monk and Invoker. I think I'd go Ranger Deadeye. See, the problem too is this, you know, it's like when you go Ranger, I think anytime you make a build here, and I'll do a video on this, the websites that say, oh, use what about Scorpion Monk there? I mean, fire does exist, but I already have fire on my warrior, and fire in Act 2 has been a real pain. I'm thinking that's why my warrior is stalling out. It's more because of the fact that I'm struggling to deal with tons of fire and magic, or I'm sorry, fire and cold resistance. Oh, I got a Regal Orb. Nice. Also, too, guys, I mean, I'm big on this guy right now. So like what I've been looking for, I had to switch over to like dual wielding because I was like, I just need more damage. I'm not able, my wave clear is great, but my single target damage is so terrible. Plated mace. That's kind of the highest for the thing I'm trying to do. And I want attack speed. And I want physical. So then I search. And this is the... Actually, you know, I should do also... throw another filter on here. My character's level is only 30. So search. And all these are exalted orbs. So I'm not going to be able to afford any of this crap. I mean... It's just too expensive right now. You could sort it though by this. Divine orbs. Regal orbs, exalted orbs. But like this, for example. If I wanted to. This would be a pretty cool upgrade. A lot of strength, mana per kill, attack speed, accuracy, and then increased physical. And then what I would do from there is I would just go ahead and socket it. Or this one's probably really, really awesome. What's up, Aaron? How you doing, dude? Because it adds +1 to all melee skills. So this is like a cool way to take a look at items that like are not in the game that you want to kind of add to the character. I can remove this, and I can add then like a, let's do max, minimum item level is 20. Then do search. So war pick is what I've got right now. I would want to go from either a war pick. God damn, all this is exalted orbs? Here, I'll remove this. There we go. See, this is an orbs of augmentation. Yeah, I changed my mic. I changed my mic up. I added a bunch of better... See, that's actually pretty good. So one orb of augmentation, I could do this, and then go ahead and put a... use another orb on here to see if I get increased physical percentage. That's pretty nice. And that's only an orb of augmentation, which is super cheap, right? So it's like, that's how you can kind of look at these. Like this one, for example, strength, attack speed. This one likely at this point, right? It's already into rare, might not get that. And it's going to cost me a lot, a regal orb, to do so. So you kind of look at these things and kind of say, oh, okay, oh, this has got kind of that. This has got this. I put better, do you like the new filters I put on here? Marky Croc. But here, let's do this. You press direct whisper, and then you go back to your game. And it says, oh. Hi, I would like to buy your plated thing listed for this, and this. They just want one augmented shard. I think there's probably even like a fancier way to do this, but take one augmented shard. Boom. There we go. Then let's just kind of see what I'm saying here. What up, Ben bro? So then I take this, put it back in here. I don't know if it matters what character does the augmenting, but I'm gonna just do it here. Stock on merchants only resets when you level, right? For those that would know, maybe. So then, this is the one we just bought. See if we get lucky. What I could do even is... DCO, good to see you here, man. No, Rar, I decided not to. I just didn't want to do it. Like, I wanted to play, but then I saw all the... Oh, man, so it kind of brick. But, I mean, one War Orb of Augmentation, I've got so many of them, was worth it, right? To kind of see where this would go. I could still, you know, make this into a rare. It's probably not worth it at that point, though, personally. I don't know too much about how, like, the progression of these things really works. But here's one I picked up, and if I get more of... War modifier. Wait, you can transfer stash items between characters? Oh no, yeah, Toad, your stash is shared. They reset everything? Ugh. Well, I didn't change any of my stuff. Which stash tab? That's kind of why I'm really, this is the currency tab. So these are all the premium ones you can buy. Gems, flasks, currency, essence. These guys right here. Uniques. And delirium. Delirium I'm not going to use. And then I named this one like my ranger tab. Named this one my monk tab. Stuff like this is stuff I want to sell. Like this is pretty good for people that want to play a merc. So divided by level, support, and skill. Gem stash tab. Yeah, so that's right here, right? So skill, support, persistent buff, or uncut. You can turn these things on or off. Sort items by gem level, by quality, by base level. Yeah, you gotta buy it. You gotta buy it on the. Here, I'll show you guys. Oh, ooh, baby, I love your way every day. You like what I sing to you, Mark? Stash tabs, gem stash tab is what it is. You just right-click the. If it's a premium tab, you can rename it. So upgrade it to a premium tab. Did I upgrade all my tabs? General. Let's change general to white. Let's change one to sell to. Oh. So we've got those. And then I got special tabs all right here, which I can't change the color of. And these I mean, here I can. Gems. That's not a good sound. It's a good looking color. Like lavender. Do like that. Like that. You can just kind of have some fun with this. What colors are unique? I want to take just specifically that color. I mean, it's a red and an orange. It's not really either. It's like right in between. It's more of a. It's got a darker red to it. Can I do this? No, I can't. Of course. It's just that. That'll do. Oh, you have a stash sale tonight? Okay, sick. Good to know. Thank you, Sparks. Where do I find my drops? Press U. Oops. Press. Yeah, its default is U. Then go to cosmetics, and they're in here. What character it is? Not look cool. So, socials, Duckhead, I don't have that command here. Are you looking for my Discord? What are you looking for, Duckhead? I don't have a strong social presence. I can't be bothered to fuck around with, why does it do this to me? I can't, like, copy my fucking invite link. Here. Here you go, dude. If you're looking for Discord, there you go. So yeah, again, we can take a look too. Let's kind of workshop this pay to win feature. Got it, joke. You son of a bitch. Not a pay to win. So again, my hold up right now with the character. There you go. I just sent you the Discord link, Duckhead. The problem with my character right now is that let me show you. My single target damage just lacks. destroy waves of things. It's very fun. It's very, very fun. So we can workshop this warrior build. We can workshop a Sub-Zero monk, or we can workshop a Raiden poison ranger. We've got more people watching now, so that's why I'm re-asking this question. What would you guys like to see? What would you want to do? Monk, ranger, or warrior? I think for me, so this, doing that, you drop these down, and they just kind of have some fun. And then what I would do is get something a little bit more. Drop an earthquake down. Yeah, I completely destroy things that when it's in mass like this. But I'm trying to see if we get, let's see if we get ourselves a little rare so we can talk about this. And I was talking to Fervor Games. He has a channel, so please go check him out. And he was saying, like, dude, your mob clear is like commendable. Like, this is a super unique build. The spirits don't really do much, is the problem. I wish I had good advice for you on that, man. YouTube nitrate with that. And I've added perfect strike. Or bitrate is pretty low today. Yeah, my bitrate seems to be a little all over the place right now. Why does it say 2700 kilobytes? Whoa! Bringing output. Holy shit! There you go. That's gonna go up now. Yeah, it feels strong at 15, man. There, I doubled the bit rate. Let me know if that feels better, Toad. But perfect, I don't like perfect strike. It's good, but I see, like, I fucked the timing up there. If I hold it down, if I just hold it down, it doesn't go through. Perfect strike is a perfect when the little aura blast comes out. So watch. There. And in the fray, that's really hard to time properly. And it also, the aiming on it is very funky. But again, mobs, I don't give a shit. Straight right through those. So, War Master, Dunedain. I wanted to go with the one that's like that's a little harder and less common. I mean, that was surprising. Again, a big part of this, though, is I'm sure that once I get out of this area and I'm not dealing with so much physical resist and so much physical and fire resist, I'll have more fun. Switching to 2 weapons has been a little bit more of a DPS increase too, obviously. Not a substantial one, but... In fact, I mean, my mace strike is 516, which is super cool, but everything else, by and large, has kind of actually gone down because it uses 30% of that damage. But, I mean, I can just sit here and let that go to town. And then when I build up stun, I can capitalize on it and blow things up in a cascade, which is actually very fun. I mean, that wasn't me. That was all once I dropped the earthquake and put the Titan, or put that down. Those things explode and trigger that ground to do that. And I can create even more of that ground using just a leap. So it has a lot of really fun parts. It's got good wave clear. I just don't know what to do to make my single target damage more substantial. A thought is switch to a two-handed weapon. I was thinking of trying to go towards block chance as a defensive. The cool thing is it's like, okay, when I build up stun, if I'm not around something, I can leap slam, like, okay, that guy, oh, no, he died. I can leap slam into it and then fuck him up, which is really fun. So overall, I mean, like, it's definitely a fun build. It's just like, okay, when I went to go do the trial, it was so hard because my single target damage was really lacking. I did find, though, that doing Perfect Strike did help out and was the thing that tipped me over the edge. But dude, just doing the one boss in Act 2 that's got the big sword, it was a slog. It was just, he wasn't really doing damage. It was just, I wasn't really doing enough really to him either, so we just kind of fucked off.
Crush them!
But I don't know, anyone have any opinions here? Anyone particularly good at build crafting? Want to give any feedback here? We can actually bring this build up too. We can talk more about it. I mean, looks super cool, right? Oh, this place, oh, no wonder it looks super cool. This monster level is fucking 19 in here. I'm going the right way, right? You go through the whole, oh wait, no, I'm not. Fuck that up. Is my chat fucked up? Everybody in chat, say something, anything.
My wares are renowned.
That's pretty good, actually.
I shall put this to use.
All right, working. It's working. It's working. Did I see a superior in here?
Sands guide you. Do not wander. Who goes there? No need to rush. As you wish. Blessings.
The beacons are lit. Gondor calls for aid. Then Rohan shall answer. Yeah, Jake, I've tried Monk and Ranger.
Destruction!
Someone was trying to tell me that he was like the things are different per class, like they're not different. And he goes, yes, they are. This shows me you've not played every other class. I'm like, no, the passive tree is the same. You just start in a different spot. It's always the guy with the Guy Fawkes mask, right? Guy Fawkes mask avatar. I'm like, no.
There are 2 more gates we must open.
Use the desert map to return to the sandstorm at the Holani Gate. Well, Monk is different because I'm so used to playing a warrior where I have like, I'm just beefy. Monk is very much not that, but I think that Monk will get really fun. It's like a Sub-Zero Monk sounds really cool, and I really want to play that. But I think contextually, like, or what sounds fun right now is not doing melee after doing melee for so much. So maybe we build out a like a Frosty the Snowman Ranger. Yeah, you have to constantly do that. The passive trees are actually different during a day? Rephrasing or changing mechanics is huh. Hell yeah, Mace. Agreed, dude. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today, too. I know I said I was going to play Space Marine 2 in that last video, but I've been just... I wanted to get further. I wanted to get further. Like, I've been so busy making videos, and I'm like, What? Okay, so this should be a good... Man, I don't know. Maybe the dual wield's the way to go, dude. This has kind of been a lot better. Yeah, I am... Oh, again, this place is level 20. I am ascended, battle brother. I'm a warbringer. Interesting, Dane. Okay, I didn't know that. Well, probably because Mace, it doesn't seem... So if I want to stick with dual wielding, and this actually might be different on the duelist and the current FPS. It's like 60 something, don't it? But it's because I'm streaming. So if I'm not streaming, it's usually like 80 to 90. Sometimes 100, just depends on where I'm at. So if I'm gonna dual wield, and I assume that then if Witch and Sorcerer are the same, are different, I assume then that the Marauder and the Warrior are different. So I need to go over here because these are all the dual wielding things, and they're the only dual wielding things on the board. If I use Mobilytics, it looks better, but these are the only dual wielding things. So I assume like something like this maybe changes for the Marauder, because this is one-handed damage, this is two-handed damage. And another alternative too is to go two-handed. So what is the rework there, Sparks of Liberty? I looked at the patch notes, I didn't see it. Let me take a look again, patch notes. And by the way, you can pause your game. Pause. Bone Shower now more reliably hits your target. So does one-handed damage boost not... I think it boosts it. I don't have concrete evidence to support that, but for me, I believe it would help. What was the rework there? I'm looking for it, Sparks. I'm looking at these patch notes. General improvements and changes. Passive block player size, smaller and inscribe ultimatums, remove world map pins, improved attack and place behavior, random arrows and firestorm. Trigger gems and energy gain, maybe that's it. Trigger gem and gem's energy gain was not in the right place and was far too easy to use elements to trigger spells. One problem was the previous system is that if we balanced it to make triggering happen in boss fights, then the triggering would happen far too often during clearing. Well, that's part of the calculation for energy gain. Okay, that's not it. Yeah, I don't know what the bug is, or whatever it was, if that was fixed, so. Yeah, you're probably right, Dunedain, right? Like, so if I again look at this tree, maybe some of this changes around in the early portions to cater to more 32 days ago playing Monk and having a lot of fun. Feels a bit like Darth Sidious unlimited power meme. Maybe that is some of this stuff gets changed around for dual wielding. So just to kind of, since we're kind of talking about this, right, we're workshopping these builds and talking about other options and stuff like that. Mobalytics. Oh. Here's the current build that we're on right now. This guy, and I'm still like working it around. Okay, this is the planned build. So with my Ascendancy, Warbringer, we're going to pick up 40% base chance to block from equipped shield instead of shield's value. So it's always 40%, no matter what. And can block damage from all hits while shield is not raised, and 1% less block chance. I don't know if that's some sort of stacking 1% less block chance or what. But 6% increased block chance, 6% increased block chance, and then I get this node right here, 1% increased damage per 1% chance to block. Your max block is 75%. So this ideally would give me 75%. So if I take a look at 5, 10, that 40 brings you to 50. I got one. 50, 55, 60, 70. So we're I'm five percentage points away from, yeah, right there. Boom. There we go. I'd pick that up and I would be at 75%. So that means then with that notable, I have 75% more damage. So that's kind of an early play for this. What I'm also doing is looking at fire damage. So increasing fire damage from here. Also important on this node is damage penetrates fire resistance. Going over here to get, well, I guess the other part of my Ascendancy. Of course, whacked. 20% increased totem life. Answered call. Triggers ancestral spirits when you summon a totem. Grants skill ancestral spirits. More totem life. And then 20% of damage from hits is taken from your nearest totem life that belongs to you.
A steadfast support.
Rather than trying to get this all the way up here, which Ancestral Bond makes it so that we get permanent totems, we instead focus on the notables that give us additional totems. So this is +1 max number of summon totems, and this is a +1 max summon, or +1 max to summon number of summon totems, plus overabundance. So we'll be able to summon 4 totems rather than just having 1 or 2 totems that are on permanent, on permanence based off of my spirit level. So this is kind of the route I've thought of taking, going with that. And that means then we take this one for increased totem damage, increased, totems have a 20% additional physical damage reduction. You know, that's actually, I don't really care on these. I might actually get rid of these 3. Maybe even these 4, who knows. I want the totems to do damage. That's what I care about right now. And placement speed is huge because that's how fast it takes for them to pop up. So there's this cluster over here too. Placement speed and range. Just all of these are placement speed. Then damage, then damage, then damage. And then 25% increased damage while you have a totem up. And then totems have 2% increased cast speed per summon totem and attack speed per summon totem. Go over here to get some more elemental damage for fire. Go down here for some more area of effect attacks, since we are working so much in those area effect attacks. I think too, part of this is I would look at Aftershock stuff to see if I can find it adjacent in the build, because I don't know if this says it does an Aftershock or not. Let me read it. Razor totem sends the ground. Jagged ground erupts when hit by the slam, damaging. Yeah, so it's slam, jagged ground, and Aftershock are 3 of the big things that I'm working with. That's called after image. I got it. These are the only 2 aftershock ones, I think, plus this one. Increased aftershock area of effect, which actually might be very huge. Jagged ground, that's all right here. Okay, take a 10. So this increases the damage that they take. This increases the bleeding to be aggravated when inflicted, increased jagged ground duration, magnitude of jagged ground. So I think this might be a big one to take. I thought about also going with Giant's Blood. So even though if I go with a shield, I use a two-handed weapon for one of my main hand. I think it'd be pretty good as well. So what might make more sense here? So some of the things I've kind of learned is how to fine-tune the path in the direction of the things that I want to take. So for example, I'm thinking of dropping this, which +1 max to number of summoned totems. It's good, but we've already seen how good my wave clear is with 2 totems. It's only going to get better with 3, but is it going to get that much better with 4? I don't know. I might be better off going like this. Backstepping to, oh shit. Doing this, getting all these because these are all very good. And then actually going, rather than going all the way down here to get to this, what is this? Stun threshold. That's pretty nice actually. Jewel socket. This gives me totem damage +1. Here, this gives me a little bit of sustain. This is totem damage. That's totem damage. I don't know if we need all that. And then let's just say... I don't really want... Yeah, exactly right, Frank. So I think like that might be a better route. And in addition to, I can go like down here. That gives me a little bit more points. I can get this other one over here for the 5% I needed on that. So this gives me a little bit more. Now, part of these totems is also the skill duration. So I've grabbed stuff like this. Skill effect duration. Oop, that's duraction. That's not a word. Let me see if there's anyone else. What are these? These are increased. That means my totems are up for longer. I only have 2 more points. Oh, also I have an endurance charge because I'm using shouts. Not a bunch of them, but just enough to get in some. This can help me out with some sustain, you know, max endurance charge, 5% chances you would gain endurance charges, you instead gain max. 20% increased armor if you've consumed an endurance charge recently, which is basically just using my shout. So 40% increase to my armor just by using my shout. It's just basically an on-demand armor increase. So this is kind of the build as maybe I envision it. If I want, I could come over here to Giant's Blood and try and squeeze out some extra points, which is, this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Might as well do, oh. There, that's Giant's Blood in there now. I just think it's like going all the way down here for this totem doesn't feel very worth it. And if I want, if I really want to do this as a dual wielding build, it's not that far to go from this node to get all this cluster of nodes. So I don't know. What do you guys think? What are your opinions? Those of you who are big PoE 1 fans, do you see pitfalls in this that I just don't see? Again, my single target damage is what's suffering right now. So maybe I'm not focusing on the right things. Maybe I'm focusing too hard on these totem mechanics and it's actually kind of killing me. I mean, I could remove these 3 right here. Actually, like those 4. Because it's the damage of the totems. I don't care about the sustainability as much. Yeah, I've kind of got all the things that would synergize with what I'm currently doing. Maybe that for just... Yeah, 100%, right, Frank? That in there. And just kind of... We'll play with this. We'll play with this. I think this is probably going to be somewhere around the end of this build's, like, trajectory. I think it's a pretty good one. So we'll update that. Let's take a look at this and build out for... Let me see what the Deadeye can do. There's some chances you would gain Frenzy charge. I don't really know how the... I haven't worked much with the charges. Frenzy, Power, or Endurance. You can say again, max Frenzy. Benefits from consuming Frenzy charges. You have no actual penalties at distance. Don't know what these are. Skill fires an additional projectile. I think that's pretty crucial. Does anyone know what this one does? Increased effect of your mark skills. You can apply an additional mark. I haven't seen how those work. Gain Tailwind on skill use. Lose all Tailwind. Tailwind's really sick. I actually really like Tailwind because it's an increase to your skill and movement speed. You have to press edit at the top. So for example, Kunj, here's my build. I have to press this button. So let's look. I think I would want to do these 4 and these 4. I like Tailwind and Speed. I think that's pretty fun. So that means what's nice about this, though, I'm not focusing on a specific skill set. Kind of like that. Human Torch might be fun. So I think we do, let's type in lightning. I want to get a sense for where my lightning nodes are. Lightning damage, penetrates lightning resistance. So I'm going to want those. What's this over here? Increase lightning damage while affected by hail of thunder. Okay. A bunch more lightning down here. Damage pen. There's a lot of, I mean, there's not a lot of fire penetration, but there's all this shit, dude. All the bow stuff is over here. So those are the two big things. I want to try and make my way there. Let's look at poison. Those are some big poison ones on the way. So I think we go down to this. Increase attack speed and projectile speed, movement speed. I think I went over here. And grab all those. Here's an enemy.
A steadfast support.
33% increased damage with hits against enemies afflicted by elemental ailments. Is poison an elemental ailment? It's chaos damage, but is that considered an elemental ailment? I don't... You look at the tooltip in the game. Poison is an ailment that deals chaos damage over time. Okay. So, let's do that. I think that's a pretty good... That's a lot of early nodes right there, but I think those are all pretty good. Burning Priest and Shock are all okay. Well, maybe that's a Path of Exile 2 thing, or 1 thing then? Dual wielding has become pretty fun now. I realized I hadn't even dual wielded on this character, not once. So it's been kind of interesting and really fun. Hey, thank you so much for subscribing.
It fills you with determination.
Strange Days just set up with 1 tier 1. Thank you so much, my dude. We're pretty close to our goal here for the month, my bros. I do too, Frank. It's one of my favorite things. It does. You also get more damage on board in general. Is there like an encyclopedia in this game? Well, ailments will... Oh, let's see if we can do this. Okay, maybe I don't suck. Yeah, this place is level 20. I'm 10 levels higher, so. Nope. I think too, when I get that one totem, that one path that adds my 25% to damage to totem, or 25% when a totem's active, that'll be a huge spike in my damage. This guy right here, saying 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the turtle just gets, so the turtle gives me 50% increased defense and 25% increased block chance. Just free block chance. It's random what comes up though, unfortunately. Oh no, why am I killing this guy? Am I not doing this right? Am I fighting a guy that I shouldn't be fighting? It's just really easy to miss this ability. It doesn't like target track. It's really funky. There we go.
I shall dethrone you, Sekama, and leave you. The Mordecus will fall by my hand. I shall dethrone you, Sekama, and leave you to the sands. I tried to seek peace, and the Sekamas disgraced me. To rot in the sand. This time, we choose war. We shall finish this, but not today.
Make haste! He must not escape!
He has the beast. I must stop him.
Quickly! He conjures the very sands against us! This is no natural sandstorm. We must battle sorcery with sorcery. Let us return to the caravan and entreat Zarka's wisdom.
Am I not here? Oh, use the desert map. Why do I suck so much? Why do you guys watch a man who sucks as hard as I suck? A sucking is done by me, the sucker. It's relatable.
It is time to use them for glory.
Welcome. It is time to use the reforged Horn of the Vestiri to open the way through.
Okay.
Move swiftly.
I don't get it. What must I do? Use the desert map to return to the sandstorm at the Helani gates. Can't. What am I doing wrong, bros? Use the sandstorm of the Vashari to clear the sandstorm. On the ship, got it. Morning, Adam.
Let the
Dr.
pursuit
Tikka Masala.
continue.
I am hesitant. Yes?
So, Mike, you're a pretty well versed individual here, right? I love Indian food. There's a place by me called like 21 Pots Biryani. Biryani is so fucking lovely. Well, this is what we were talking about. This kind of change around to my build here. Again, guys, here you go. Tell me if you think that creates any kind of glaring weaknesses. You know, let me actually message this further. But if we're looking at this build, we're doing Ranger to become more into this magnitude of poison. I think this poison stuff is good. See, I don't know enough about the frenzy mechanics yet to get an idea of how good it is for me to jump into those things. And I don't really know how mark skills play into this character enough yet. Where's lightning? Lightning's right here. You know what? Maybe we come down. Come down here. Oh. Get a little evasion. Come down here. It's working. This is trying to do more lightning damage and like shock, which is fine. Again, I don't really know what ailment threshold is too. And I think this is good too. Trying to see how frenzy charges play into this character, but this gives me increased invasion rating if I've consumed a frenzy charge. I'm not sure what consumes a frenzy charger on the character yet, though. We want to eventually get over to here. Where's that lightning note? All those lightning, yeah, they're right over here. So we could probably go elemental, 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 elemental. Increase damage for each type of elemental element you are an enemy, which is going to be both lightning and poison. This is penetration, which we really need. Jump down here. Targets can be affected by +1 of your poisons at the same time. Increase poison. Okay, I kind of like that. I don't think the rest of it is worth it. For sure, man. I didn't know if you had any kind of cool insight onto it. Increase attack speed, that might be pretty helpful. Increases and reductions to projectile speed also applied to damage with bows. I don't know if I want that. Also pierce. Maybe I can go like stacking a bunch of piercing shit. I mean, I have 50 more points to spend. I don't know how Oasis works. For some reason, it's not showing me these keystones. Again, that one either. Enemies by elements. I mean, elemental ailments seems to be what we're doing with this build, right? And I don't really know how mark skills play in, but I think so far this seems kind of fun. Just choosing those to choose those. This gets enemies within 2 meters. That's just kind of choosing between close or far. Attacks, element. Increase attack speed during any flask effect. Evasion. What's the cap on evasion rating? Do we know? I don't really know how pin works either. But I think this is a good kind of start here. We're pretty like front tree heavy. We're not as back in this lane. Maybe more charges makes more sense. So I'll stick with it for now. Raiden Ranger. Save the draft. Save this draft. We'll play with that. Okay. Well, it's 11:30. Am I at the end of Act 2? I have this whole other portion I assume I've got to go to, right? Am I like the halfway point? You guys can tell me if you want me to keep playing Warrior or if you want me to switch to Ranger. We'll play around that Ranger build.
This is a graveyard unlike any other.
Because right now, like I've said so many times, my suffering point is single target damage. Kind of scatterbrained today, guys. I'm sorry. Roman had some diarrhea. Bet you didn't think you'd be fucking hearing that. But two-handed mace. Let's go max level 31 now. Item level, let's just put 22 on here. And search. I'm liking Warrior Dean, but I'm noticing I'm hitting some roadblocks, and I'm trying to work through those roadblocks. Oh, this is pretty nice. This is pretty good, but I don't like the cold damage. It's a wasted mod for me. Want to do some crafting, guys? Ooh. The 37 to 50 or 40. Oh god, 46 to 87 feels so much better. Oh. Frank, I don't know. Yeah, honestly, Yanni, I think that's my thing. It's a weapon thing. It's an effect I have from the cosmetic. This is pretty good though. This gives me life and mana, actuating fire and physical. I'll put 2 sockets on it and just amp up the fire damage. What do you guys think? This one, I don't know if this person's online. Or this one, this is 25 minutes ago. You know what? It's so cheap. I'm just gonna whisper them anyway. I think trying to get a temple mall. The temple mall is better. It's a higher level mall. I don't know. These are all real cheap. Ooh. The fuck. I don't need all these elements. This is +1 to all melee skill levels, which is so huge. Accuracy, mana, cause of 20%. I mean, it's okay, but it doesn't do enough of the other stuff. Oh. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one. This is the one. This is huge. This is huge. Hopefully they respond. You see that fucking thing? Look at this thing. And that's without sockets in it. I'm gonna put 2 more sockets in it. What is BO? Buyout? Don't do it, it's bad. Why is it bad? Because it doesn't have increased attack speed? 2 sockets on a 2-handed weapon. I mean, Space Marine, you're not wrong, dude, but the stuff with attack speed on it. So let's go ahead and put attack speed on here. Watch it's a pretty drastic. I mean, because they know, right? I mean, attack speed. This one's just not very good in general. I messaged this guy already. He didn't respond yet. I'm gonna put item level minimum is 30. I'll kind of clean this up a little bit. Come on, Beryl, respond. I mean, it's so inexpensive though, Space Marine. It's only 2 augmentation orbs. Yeah, now we're in exalted orbs, which I just don't have right now. And at that point, it's when it becomes a ground where it's like, okay, now it has to be good for me to invest an exalted orb into it. Augmentation orbs or transmutation orbs, they're aplenty, you know what I mean? Like, this is almost the same one as what's up here. Well, this one right here. Nope, the other guy. What is this guy? Forge Maul looks cool. Physical damage, increased attack speed, cause 44% increased stun buildup. That's sick. What is the one-handed mace uniques right now? Let me see if I can see any of those. And it's the same thing here if I wanted to look at one-handed maces. It's a shit show. Oh, look at that guy. Trench timber. Minion skills. I mean, I do have minion skills, but it doesn't necessarily help me. Plated mace. Golden lightning increased. Yeah, this doesn't help. Yeah, unfortunately, none of these help. Do you just what's the etiquette? Do I just wait for them to respond? Yeah, 100%, Mike. Or do I pester? Here, I invited a party. Let's see how that works. Ooh, don't want some T-Swift, baby. All right, so now we're in a level 28 area, so we can see how the build will truly perform.
Destruction!
Again, wave clear is great. Don't have a problem there. And I've not played with a two-handed weapon yet in the game. I've kind of just stayed away from them, really. But I always feel when I play a fucking warrior in a game, it's like it devolves to, we'll just play with a two-handed weapon. I'm like, I don't want it. Indy doesn't like these games.
A steadfast supporter.
There we go. Pick that arch. Thank you for following. Remember, guys, if you have a Prime sub you've not yet used this month, trying to hit that that goal, since I now get even more. I get 60% on my subs here, so if you have a Prime sub you've not yet used this month, use it on me. Remember, there's the 2 Twitch subs. If you do that, you get your Chimera pet, which is cool, but I'll say it has caused me many moments of just frantically clicking it because I thought it was a monster. Because I think that boss is in Act 3. Story of my life. All right. So I've got room for more skills here. And if anyone wants to make any recommendations for Perfect Strike, I have Execute on this. I put Ignition on here. Supported skills have a 100% chance to ignite. I'm open to any suggestions. Other skills here, I mean, I've got Shield Charge on and Resonating Shield, which I'm clearly not using right now because I'm not using a shield, to just trying to see how this feels dual wielding. And if dual wielding's the way, what I would do is, ascendancy-wise, I would go for the Jade stuff, which just gives you like a stacking defense buff. What I'm talking about is this. Case in Jade. Consume all stacks of Jade to grant a buff for a duration that absorbs all damage from hits up to a max based on the amount of Jade consumed. While in case you cannot move or perform actions, though. So it's kind of like you're stuck here, but you can't take damage. That'd be persistent. I just keep being persistent, right? I don't know the etiquette on the trade thing. Do you just like fucking message once, one and done? If they don't respond, you move on? I was gonna buy that one. Bro, does stun build up apply to freezing enemies? I don't know. I've not played enough with freezing. But see, I love it. I just love that I get to nuke waves of things. Tons of stun build up going. Oh, look at you, dude. Mark, you fucking sexy fuck. Yeah, I wonder too how much of it is vague, because it's like, we don't know. Knock on the door. Yo, so you still selling that temple mall or what? Cause I'm hurting for a squirt in my bro. Yeah, how does that work? How does shared loot work? I have not dabbled with that. Guys, if you are watching on YouTube, do you make the switch to Twitch? Get yourself those drops, my dudes. Can I add a filter that's like not exalted orbs? What's better, by the way? Do I want percentage increase physical damage, or do I want flat increase to physical damage?
Decision.
Like adds 8 to 15 physical damage. What's the better one to look for? Interesting progging. Okay.
A steadfast
Guys, thanks
supporter.
for switching over to Twitch. It does help me out. Okay, so let's see how I deal with this single target guy. I do have a big mana issue too right now. Not too bad. I feel like it's still... Got it, okay. Did he accept that friend that request? A message. We'll find out. This guy's gonna be like, dude, this guy fucking sucks. He needs to leave me alone. I don't know, switching over to dual wielding has been definitely a lot better. I think that tells me though I should try to get the Giant's Blood, which for me, point investment wise, would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. But it means that this requirement, so if this was 61 strength, it's tripled. So it would require 183 strength.
New subscriber arrives.
Blessing Music, thank you for giving away 2 subs. Enjoy your Chimera gift, my bro. You can find that over on the left side of the screen for those that do not know for some reason.
Subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
What's another video that you guys would like to see
Earnest disciple.
made? Of course. I do want to showcase this build in a video. I think it'd be very fun for people. And I think being transparent about it too, saying like, you know, this build's not complete. This is not like maybe a top tier build. It's a good leveling build. Now I'm 30. Whoopsies. Thought I was not 30 before.
I've no more room.
I think that this build is going to get better as I understand more about like how I can shore up the issues. And Deferent. Yeah, I agree with Frank.
I've nowhere to keep that.
Yeah, it's super fun, right? Like, this is very cool. And I think anyone wanting to get into Warrior, this opens it up for them. Because I was able to start doing this as soon as I got Earthquake, which is level 1, and then the Totem, which is the level 7, or the second tier. So would you guys rather I do a video exclusively on this character, or would you like to see a video that kind of helps you build a build out? I don't think, oh, I slapped the shit out of my chest right there. I don't think that was necessary. I don't think I'm a master of making builds. But I think I understand structurally. Structurally, I understand, like, okay, you need to build into a defensive, some sort of defensive mechanic, whatever it is. You need to focus on a set of mechanics. I'm open to two-hander Frog King. I'm trying to buy one right now. This guy's not responding. I'm even open to doing Titan's Blood and doing a two-hander and a shield, and going down the ascendancy that uses that. But I think mechanically, again, focus on some sort of defense, energy shield, evasion, block chance, whatever it is. Keep that in mind. Focus on a damage mechanic of your character. Like, for example, in this character, like I said before, I'm focusing on lots of shockwave. I'm sorry, yeah, lots of jagged ground, aftershock, and slam. Yeah, yeah. Agreed. And again, this is the build that I'm working on right now. If anyone has any comments, anything they want to say on it, please, by all means, I'm down for it. There's flying units in this game?
My wares are renowned.
Max life and intelligence, max mana and intelligence. All right, Zol. And yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, there's no one else doing a guide like this. Ooh. Is this, do we, is that, is this, do we, is that, do we buy, do we do this, do we do that? Is this the one? Is this the one? Do we try this? Do we try this? Is this the one we're gonna try? Yeah, I think so.
I'll unburden you.
Ew, lady. Yeah, here's the one we were trying to get for frame of reference. This is the one I was trying to get. Way more fire and physical damage. Does cause increased stun buildup. I mean, all those things are great for me. I'll take it, Frog King. This guy wanted to sell this for 2 augmentation orbs. I was like, done. Buy it. And he hasn't responded back, so I don't really know what the etiquette is in that case. Like, I don't know how much I pester. Oh, but I think this one's comparable enough, right? We don't get stun buildup. We don't get as much physical damage or fire damage, but we get increased attack speed. Yeah, right? This was 63 to 130. This is still though 42 to 87. And it's only 7k, so we can buy it. Frog King, you wanna? If you're on, you want to give it to me? I'll take it, brother. We can factor it into what we're doing right now. Any other rare items in here? Just these 2, I think. Yeah. I kind of feel like I need to get rid of this. But I'm not going to get rid of anything that does not have movement speed on it. I got my Sensu, yeah. Well, let me take a look at your mace before I buy this one. I know this doesn't expire, right, until I level up again. What's your character's name, Frog King? Let's now go here for totem damage. Trying to get up to this bad boy. 25% increased damage while you have a totem. It's going to be huge. Or just invite someone. Okay. You put an accent in your name? You goofy bastard. Let's take a look let's take a look. Was it this guy? I saw this thing. Could have been cool. Whoa, that flask. That's a scepter, fortunately. Oh, or staff. Pierce, precision, skeletal arsonist, clarity, impending doom. Oh, let's take a look at this bad boy. So let's do this. Oof, I can't use it yet, but I can use it soon.
I hear you. No need to rush. Sands guides you.
So what do we think, bros? Not anymore, Adam. It's not really doable with this character, I don't think. I can use the Rage Ram, Lead and Great Hammer in 2 levels, in a level, in 3 levels. In 3 levels. Do I use both? I mean, I can use one. The unfortunate thing, there's way lower fire damage, but that's not too big of a deal. Oh man, the speed is so fast. I wouldn't know how to, I wouldn't even know where to begin, man. Yeah, Frog, if you don't want it, man, I'll definitely take it from you. Unfortunately, I can't come to you, because you are in the next location. Should we even bother with the other one? Thank you, bro. Very much appreciated. I don't think there's anything I can do to it. Get magic item to rare. No item to rare. I can add sockets. Thank you again, man. Yeah, save the gold. I'm waiting for that stash sale and buy some more tabs. So, I could probably sell this though. What do we sell this for? What do we sell this for? Is this an exalted orb? Do we think this is exalted orb worthy? Or do I just like 2 augmentation? All right.
An earnest disciple.
I want to do regals. I need more regal orbs. So I can, like, so if I have more regal orbs, I can buff up this thing. Well, they're good. Zach, how you doing, man? Uh-oh. I lost my waypoint. Damn it. They need to have a pop-up that tells you you're about to lose your portal. Restart the whole fucking instance, man. Sweet boy.
Another loyal devotee.
Being in line at Disney World, you sick son of a bitch. Yummy Wolf, what's up, man? How are you? Which build are you using that you like right now? Which one tickles thine pickle, brother? Yeah, I'm using Perfect Strike right now because I need more single target DPS, and it's the only thing I can think that really kind of gives it to me. Frank, what'd you say? Oh no, dude. It's you lagging. Yeah, it's you lagging. I'm looking at mine. Mine's all good. It's just really hard to like actually aim this thing. Chonizos, how you doing, man? Level 8. Looks like 0 drops frames on my end, though. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna focus on buttons. What's up, Ross? Really northbound? Shit, I didn't know that. That was sick as fuck. This build is really cool, man. Like, I just don't like feeling so weak with single target damage. Getting some nice replays here. Building all of it up for this video. Oh. I haven't played CK3 in quite a bit. Switching to dual wield today, or last night, has actually been a pretty big improvement so far, damage wise. And it's also I love dual wielding, right? Like who does just dual wield is just not for me? Like who says that? No one says that. All right, so this will be a bit of a test, right? You can, yes.
Take that!
See, like, I missed that. It sucks. It's hard to, like, time those hits. Oh, shit. I don't have high lightning resist. Can you guys tell? Oh, so close. Yeah, what's up, Dash? What do you need help with? There's a giant spiritual turtle, yes sir. Kimbo and Cod's different. Yeah, Kimbo and Cod is dumb. Every time like someone's running around a Kimbo, I'm like, you stupid man. You stupid man human.
Destruction!
Oh, fuck. A lot faster this time around. You would need to get a specific. You need to get a Christian sympathizer or something like that. That's one of the tenants' names, Cash. For sure, Grizzly. I definitely agree there. No, no. Okay, all right. Grizzly, just take a nap, dude. We're all just waiting for you to take a nap, bro. Go ahead. Where's Cash? So I can also build out that Sub-Zero monk too. We can take a look at that.
You found a letter? When I have... Sounds guide you.
More weapons at passive points that I will probably never, ever use. They receive 2 passive skill points, though, which I will use.
I hear you. No need to rush.
Yeah, Freeze Monk is what I was going to do. Sub-Zero Monk.
All right.
Another one, good. Let's go ahead and use that on... let's bring Bone Chire. It's low, so might as well bring that one up. I don't want to do another fucking trial, bro. I hate Sekhmet. Taking that, that's real nice. Name all these assets in the game. Fuck that, yeah. The currency one? Probably what that was. So we got 2 more, and that should be a huge improvement. Cool. So this should give us a substantial increase to our damage. So what I'm noticing, Setis, it depends on the act, right? Like, I don't know about Act 3's kind of playability. Like this axe has a lot of physical and fire resistance, so it's been very challenging for me. But like the biggest part of the build that's really suffered, which is fine, you know. Maybe you need a new weapon. Maybe higher evasion. Like, I'm kind of finding that like when that stuff happens to me, I'm like, okay, something is wrong with my build, with my gear, maybe less so than my build. And we can sell that for quite a bit, probably. Honor is so rough as a warrior, dude. Fervor Gaming had to help me out to finish my ascendancy. I couldn't do it. I had no single target damage because I'm the character like likes to sit in the damage, and I can either tank or damage through it, so it's fine. Good, how are you doing, Omadon? Nope, we just did it together. Just relative, Frank. So if you hover over this, I'll hold down Alt. I can see that these are tier 2, tier 2, tier 4, tier 2, tier 3 affixes on this whole entire item. Holding down Alt also gives me what the range is here, right? So this is adds 1 to 23. It could have been 19 to 29. So it gives me a sense of how high of a roll I had here. But in general, that's a really high roll. Too bad I'm not doing fire or fucking lightning on my guy. Alt, that's just the Alt button. And 2, you can press Alt and then press this little pin button and then just kind of have it up at all times. Max tier I think is 6. Slamming in this game refers to this. That's a slam. This thing does a slam. That's a slam. So, to give you guys an idea of how this is more damage, it has ailments on it. Nice. You want some fire and lightning on cold. So, every time that shockwave happens, that shockwave happens. So if I... So that shockwave triggers this one. So that does damage every time you see those little farts. So the point of my build is to, like if I'm fighting a single target, I like to, that covers the whole map pretty much for me, right? The whole screen is now covered in that. Yeah, that's how I've made this build. I have yet to get the next totem, which I think is at, is this the way to go? Path of Morning? Or is that like an alternate location? The Ancestral Call one or whatever it's called. So I just let that happen, build up happens, and press Q and blow everything up. Yeah, I think you focus on term. And term could be ailment, it could be cold, it can be whatever it is. And you try to stack that in whatever way you can. Across support skills, across whatever. Yeah, Frank. I mean, I'm not terrible right now at single target. I was last night. And it was really frustrating me. I was like, I'm just fucking sitting here slapping my shield. I feel like a fucking idiot. But now, like when I'm wave clearing, it's a lot of fun. You can do that, Ben. It's part of the end game. I think another thing too is realizing that I need to just do more of this. Just straight up Mace Strike. Let's go through real quick too, and you guys can help me out. What support skill? What is this? What the fuck's this? Caustic ground you. Oh, I didn't realize I was taking damage. Here's my skills. Here's their supports. I'm down for any kind of recommendations you guys might have to improve these. Mace Strike has brutality, so 35% more physical damage. Skill deals no chaos and no elemental damage though, unfortunately. And I am focused kind of on fire. Martial tempo though to increase attack speed. Then for ancestral spirits, this is part of my ascendancy. Supported skills have 40% more skill effect duration. I just put this on here because I was experimenting with it on another. The ancestral spirits are only up if your totem is up. Would spell cascade work on your totem thing? I don't even know what that is. I'll look at it in a sec. Let's go through these real quick, Bisley. Leap Slam has overpower, so it hits with supported skills, cause 50% more stun buildup. Then I have got Stomping Ground, support travel skills. So Stomping Ground does this. Ethics Gradient, thanks for subbing up a Twitch Prime, my man. So when I press this ability, I leave shockwaves in the place I started and the place I ended with this Stomping Ground. So me working on shockwave stuff and the area of effect on it in the build, it just benefits from more of it and helps me build up more stun. Bone Shatter here has Fire Infusion. A supported attack gains 25% of damage as extra fire damage. And then Impact Shockwave, supported skills create an aftershock when they heavy stun an enemy, doing the same damage to enemies. The Twitch side is high def? So YouTube's on high def right now? That's weird. What is inflicts heavy stun? So I know stun buildup. You get that little glowing orb on them. Is it saying that you've done stun buildup damage to inflict that orb onto them? Or is it when you trigger that orb and do damage to them? Because that's what causes all those explosions, I think, from this. That's at least how I envisioned it. I think an enemy builds towards a heavy stun based on the damage dealt. Different enemies have different heavy stun thresholds and durations, with very large monsters having a very high. While an enemy is heavy stunned, they cannot act and count as immobilized. Okay, so heavy stun is when you fill the bar entirely. Physical damage and melee damage costs 50%. Okay. Prime for stun is when the bar is half full. Got it. Okay, thank you. I thought that when they had that orb, hitting them was the heavy stun thing. So this is only getting the benefit if there's that staggered state. Yeah, that's rocking for sure. Cybold, thank you for subbing up, my man. Thanks for all the informative videos. Happy to support all the work you do. Thank you, my bro. Perfect Strike. I have Execute on here to do 40% more damage against things that are below 30% health. 35% health. Oops. I have Ignition on here because this converts 40% of physical damage to fire damage, and Ignition just makes it so that it's guaranteed ignites. So I figured if I did this, I did Lich because it was too hard to make a summon build with this character. A Templar will probably be way easier. So I think Ignition makes sense on Perfect Strike because basically I'm guaranteed to blow up with this ability. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong. I'm trying to get this as best I can because his attack damage plus is 164%, and Ignite scales out the magnitude of the damage, correct? The base magnitude of Ignite is fire damage per second equal to 20% of the fire damage dealt by the hit that inflicted it. So converts 40% of physical damage to fire. Let's just say it's 100 and it converts 40 of it. So 40 with Ignite then will do 20% of the fire damage dealt by the hit that inflicted it. So it would do just 8 in that case. No, I don't. I still don't have the the timing of it down. It's hard to see in a mess because I can really fuck it up easily. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think there's got a 3-second count. Shockwave Totem. I have Magnified Effect for increased area of effect on our supported skill. And then I've got Overabundance so I can place more totems. Infernal Cry, I just have Corrupting Cry. I'm down for any other suggestions here. I've not played much with it. Shield Charge, ignore it. Because it was just pretty much a movement thing for the trial. Earthquake has Jagged Ground. Supported skills have a 50% chance to create more Jagged Ground. Jagged Ground lasts 4 seconds. And then I've got Fists of War. So attacks with supported skills are ancestrally boosted. No more than 6. So basically, an ancestrally boosted skill has 20% more damage and area of effect. So it just makes it be a huge earthquake explosion. Resonating Shield has got Break Endurance on here. 20% chance to gain an endurance charge when supported skill fully breaks the enemy armor, which is very easily done. And Ruthless gives it 500% more stun buildup. So if I've got a shield, I just kind of clank it together and build that stun up. And then this gives me stun buildup and breaks things, or gives me endurance charge, which I can then use for Infernal Cry. Any recommendations that you guys would do to change things here? I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants, looking, going, oh, these things look like they make sense together. Let me try this. But what the things that maybe are making my build broken or not working right now might just be placement of specific support skills, stuff like that. Okay, let's take a look. I want to get this waypoint. So see if Totem has Cascade. No, it does not have Cascade. Or a spell Cascade. No. I don't even know what spell Cascade does. Jawbreaker? What's Jawbreaker? Is Jawbreaker a skill? What's Jawbreaker? Yeah, candy is all 100%, man. That's the only thing I know it to be. Nice thing about this build is, though, it comes online very quickly. Like, you really just need the first 3 skills and Shockwave, Totem, and Infernal Cry. Yeah, I have it on them, Ross, just because I had the skill. I had the support gem. It doesn't do anything to the Ancestral Spirits. Unfortunately, Ancestral Spirits is very weird. I don't know what to put on it to make them more beneficial. Apple Bamble Man. I thought about doing see, I don't know if Hourglass actually helps them. The Ancestral Spirits, I think, are not working. I think they're broken. I don't think they really do much. Is there a generic minion damage gem? It's level 2. Minion instability, maybe. Yeah, I thought about this. This is when they blow up. Yeah, let me try this because I don't know if when a totem expires, it considers that time for them to blow up. You know what I mean? Let's just give it a shot. Doesn't matter, right? I'd like to put in... I'm not... I feel dirty using the higher level things here. What's the other AoE radius one? Let's take a look here. I'll put in... it's a support gem. I thought I'm using both of them. Effect. Concentrated effect. This is more damage. I'm using magnified effect. Expanse. I do not see it, brother. Oh, 50% more air effect. There we go. But it has a cooldown now. Honk. I mean, I could put that on. I mean, my perfect strike. Shot? I don't think he's got a shot. Well, so this does do AoE. This is a cone. A wave of fire. Oh, that's how Perfect Strike works. So the normal strike is this. Perfect Strike does that. Converts 80% of physical damage plus 14 to melee strike range while dual wielding with weapons. It always ignites. Okay, so the ignition is wasted. Click all gems that and craft the support gem. Orange check, my man. It only shows you the gems that can fit into that gem, that skill. So, what's another good one here? Because if Perfect Strike always ignites, then ignition is useless. This is ignite duration, but I just don't know how useful that is for single target damage on a boss. Oh, this is cool. Supported skills have a 25% shorter perfect timing window, but they deal 50% more damage when released with perfect timing. What is this? Have you, with all the Devastate support gem? What's Devastate as a skill or Devastate as a support gem? The highest magnitude ignite will always do damage. So what does that say? What does that mean, Ross? Are you saying use Eternal Flame? I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to understand this stuff better, but it's kind of slow for me. Because it's very like overwhelming. There's a shit ton. this one. Supported skill fully breaks armor when inflicting a heavy stun. That's pretty sick, Saint. I will definitely use that once I get to level 2. Go for perfect strike, guys. Ow. Do you think Eternal Flame here? I mean, what I kind of like about Window of Opportunity... I do. And say that's... I didn't even know... I haven't looked at the level 2 stuff. Oh, okay. So, Ignite doesn't stack, obviously, but it will always choose the best damage for you. Huh. Hey, THC's cheered 100 bits. Thank you so much, man. I'm not sleeping on Lacerate, but I just don't have a chance. I don't have something that can do it. I can put it on Mace Strike. So what do we think here? For Perfect Strike, do we take off Ignition? Yeah, sure. I mean, are you gonna... So this is how that works? It shows you all the skills? No, there's not before you craft, no. Not that I know of, at least. So, Perfect Strike. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking either Eternal Flame, so supported skills have 100% increased Ignite duration. Or do we do Window of Opportunity? So we have a shorter perfect timing window, but we deal 50% more damage when we do perfect timing. And that's going to be tricky as it is because I'm already shitty with it. Yeah, but it grays out. Like, at least it shows me them. You know what I mean? What do you guys think? He's talking about a specific skill he wants me to use. Maybe we just see how this works. I think I sell this. You guys think I can get? You guys think I can get some exalted orbs for that bad boy? Physical, fire, and lightning damage on this bitch with increased attack speed and some little bit of dexty poo. Guys, so many of you guys have checked in here today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you switch on over to Twitch. Get those Twitch drops, my bros. I'll put that in. I'll think about it.
Who goes there?
What? Okay, so if I had, something I wanted to see. So 76 times 3. It requires 228 strength to use that on one hand. Which, I mean, I'm nowhere near that, right? So even if I were to get... Let's just say I just beeline for it. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, whatever this does. 35, 40, and then that. There's no way I would be able to afford it. Yeah, it would only put me at like 152. Well, let's try how this works with ignition.
Take your time as you wish.
Or I
Take
gotta see what the
care.
timing's like. We'll go back in. I kind of like this because it activates faster. 1, 2, yeah, 1, 2.